Yo, guys, welcome to Fantasy Stinking Football Recap. I just want to go on record to say I hate fantasy football. I hate it. I'm dead serious. I know some of you have heard me say this before, but I actually mean it. This is the dumbest sport in the history of sports. This stupid thing where we draft, waste all our time, and here we go. All our expert analysis down the drain because it doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't matter. And it's not just me that feels this way. In fact, I got a text message from our owner Jake. Feels the same way. I know many of you are feeling the same way. It's just absolute trash. I don't even know why we even play this stupid game because it doesn't make sense. Well, why don't we just get into this stupid week 5, the dumbest week in the history of weeks? Shall we? Should we just do that together? Oh, how much fun are we going to have tonight? Alrighty, well, let's just go to the show, because why not? Greatest football league ever. Alright, so, let's just start with some stupid standings, not standings, matchups. Okay, so, Gurley Gates goes nuts, scores 170 points. Congrats. Way to go. Meanwhile, Pete Carroll's gum, who has been horrific, made some massive trade, gets his boy Michael Thomas and Kerryon Johnson, great trade, scores 128 points, loses in a blowout. The blowout of the week, you scored 128 points, 170 to 128. And here's what Gurley Gates has. Watson's got 41 points. Aaron Jones has got 42 points. Allen from the Bears, who's been trash all year, somehow gets 21 points. Like, just absolutely ridiculous. And then he gets solid numbers from everyone else. Then Jake has Cooper, who was his first round pick in the non-keeper league, goes off and goes 28. Jacobs gets 26. He also picked him high. And then the trade, Michael Thomas gets 30. Baker Mayfield, because Stafford's on bye week, gets a -2. And even if he got 10 points, it doesn't matter, because fantasy football is stupid. Anyways, let's go to Vic's Doggy Daycare. 146 monster week as well. McCaffrey, 41. Godwin, 24. Aaron Rodgers, who's supposed to be a stud, gets 9 fantasy points. How do you get 146? Let's just see. 146. Is there something I missed there? No. His Los Angeles Rams defense got him 2 points. I mean, his kicker was okay. Everyone had solid weeks. Like Elliott, who's supposed to be a stud, only got 15. He got 146 points. Rodgers got 9. 9! This is what we're talking about here. Didn't even score a touchdown. No interceptions. 238 yards. That's it. Your stud quarterback, trash. Still win by a ton. Uncle Rico, he beats Uncle Rico 115. Russell Wilson had 29 fantasy points. He somehow starts Will Fuller. Like, who starts Will Fuller in any league? Got him 39. Still loses. And then, of course, let's just talk about my matchup for a minute. Maybe it's because that's maybe why I'm mad. So at 1:30 p.m., I had a 94% chance of winning. It was over. The game was over. I already had Thielen, had scored me 25. Howard had gotten me 12. Connor had gotten me an 11. Le'Veon Bell got me 8.8. Sheepdog, on the other hand, Thursday night, for some reason, Seattle and Rams game was unbelievable. Best Thursday night game ever in the history of Thursday night games, in my opinion. Carson goes off and gets 18 points. Really? Like, against the Rams? Supposed to be a formidable defense. His kicker gets 16 points. Oh, this is real fun now, guys. And then Wentz, I don't even know what Wentz got. He got 12 or something stupid like that. Like, just trash. So I'm going to win this game. At 1:30 p.m., 94% chance, I am down by 0.06. Now let's fast forward to 4:11 p.m. Now Sheepdog has a 99% chance of winning. I have 74.44 points, and he's now got 88.56. And my boy, Philip Rivers, who was playing the atrocious Denver Broncos, got 4.14 points. 4.14. Keenan Allen, who is the best wide receiver in the NFL fantasy-wise, got 1.8. There was no wide receiver better, and they're playing Denver. And so we're combining for a 6 points for between those two guys. I should have gotten 20, 30 points maybe between those two guys. And just to add insult to injury, he's got the Los Angeles Chargers defense who gets him 14 stinking points. So I lose. And guess what? Let's just go to the stupid standings, okay? So I was 4th, and I dropped to 9th because my team is trash. Anyways, Funk Jam 5-0. Yeah, another day at the office. Vic's Doggy Daycare 2nd place, no problem. 4-1. Gurley Gates, he had a monster week. He just got the 3rd, tied with Uncle Rico at 3-2. Sheepdog, because of his fluke out win against me, 2-3. Same as Fell Off Wagner. Piggy the Beast, 2-3 as well. And I'm down 2-3 and I'm 9th place. And Pete Carroll's Gum, who should have won this week, is 0-5. This is absolute trash. I'm sorry. It's been 6-7 minutes of just sharing with you what kind of garbage we're putting up with. Anyways, I'm so sick of this stuff. I decided to make a trade. I'm done. I'm done with this team. I need to make a move. So I've got a special guest for you. I'm so angry about it. I don't even want to talk about it. So I've got a special guest, and here he is.
Hello, the show. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Stuart Dixon. I am the owner, founder, and general manager of the Rocky Top Raiders, the International Fantasy Football League, Vancouver Island's most competitive fantasy football league. I'm here to talk about a trade today involving Sheepdog and Titletown. The trade as follows. Sheepdog receives Kenny Golladay, James Conner, and Eric Ebron. Titletown receives Mike Evans, Tevin Coleman, and Zach Ertz. Overall, I'm actually going to say this is a really good trade for both clubs. And here's why. Both clubs balance each other out in terms of the running game and adding depth at positions of strength. Now, I get Sheepdog doesn't have the best tight end anymore, but he got the best player in James Conner. In saying that, Titletown getting Tevin Coleman pairs him with Le'Veon Bell. Both of them have served their week 4 buys. So there's a big matchup advantage going forward with the bye weeks. Just for the running backs, though. With Evans going on a bye week for week 7, and both Thielen and Allen going on bye weeks for week 12, Titletown's going to be looking for another receiver. In saying so, Zach Ertz going on a bye week for week 10, there's going to be some scrambling around for Titletown as well. Now, the bye week crunch for Sheepdog is a little more challenging, but it's happening earlier. Kenny Galladay's already served. Eric Ebron serves this week, James Conner's next week. So in saying so, it's kind of a tough trade to grade, but I'm gonna give Titletown B+ on this move because I think he got a overall better package. But I'm gonna give Sheepdog an A- on this deal because he got the best player. A tight end is a premium position in a standard league. I fully acknowledge that, as I'm trying to acquire one myself. However, it is much more challenging to replace an RB1 than it is to replace a tight end one. Honestly, you can kick me down or say you're wrong, Stu. No. Trust me. It is hard to find a running back one. Tevin Coleman is not a running back one. He was kind of last year, but he's not a running back one in a backfield committee. If he was a true bell cow, different story. James Conner is, though. Now, I know everyone says Jalen Samuels, Benny Snell. Look, the Steelers are going to run that Pittsburgh kid to the ground. They love him. He's a local kid. Excellent player. So in saying so, a word of caution for fantasy managers in the show. Assess your bye weeks going forward, boys. It's imperative to know if you're gaining bye weeks or if you're adding more to your roster. Especially trading a player after who has served his bye week, you might want to add a little more mustard to your deal. The Rocky Top Raiders would like to thank the show for allowing me to analyze this deal. I am available to analyze future deals, and good luck chasing your title hopes this season, boys. Thanks.
Thanks, Stuart, for letting us know about that and your opinion. I love your fantasy trade expertise on that deal. Just a heads up, I'm extremely worried about James Conner going with a third string quarterback, and he has had health issues, so I wanted to move him. Meanwhile, Sheepdog is so frustrated with Mike Evans, had 37 points 1 week, 0 last week. In order to get a top-end tight end, it's extremely hard. In fact, nobody's going to be trading them, so this is my opportunity to do that. I hope the deal works out for both of us. But thank you, Stuart. Quick matchups coming up. The rivalry of the week is Saints, who is 5th, versus Uncle Rico, who is 4th. And Uncle Rico and the Saints always have massive battles over the years and a huge rivalry. So, Yahoo's predicting Saints to win this game. The Family Feud is number 1 overall. Funk Jam, Peter, is playing his son Jake, who's number 10 overall. So first versus last. And Yahoo's predicting Peter to win. Funk Jam's supposed to win this one. Then a very interesting matchup, probably one of the ones I'm going to be looking forward to the most, is Feloff Wagner. Steve, you're 7th. You're playing Noah Piggy the Beast, who's 8th. That's going to be major complications for potential 9th or 8th spot there. And so that's interesting. I'm 9th, Titletown, and Vic's Doggy Daycare. John, you're a 2nd. Gurley Gates, by the way, they're predicting Gurley Gates to win that and Piggy the Beast to win the other one. Gurley Gates is 3rd. He's playing Sheepdog. They're picking Gurley Gates. So Sheepdog doesn't matter if we traded. We're still going to both lose this week, supposedly, according to Yahoo. Okay, here's the fantasy football Yahoo beatdown of the week, courtesy of fantasy gamer named Kyle. Kyle thought he was about to earn a massively easy victory over a league teammate who had not changed his lineup since the start of the season. I would drop kick that guy faster than you could say fast if he was in our league. He went into the week with injured Tyreek Hill and Hunter Henry, who's on the IR, in his lineup. Looked like an easy W waiting to happen, except for Kyle's opponent also was rostering Deshaun Watson, Christian McCaffrey, and Aaron Jones, and we all know what he did in week 5. So that's the craziness. Now let's get a little more excited and a little more happy. It's time for Minor League. So here we go, guys. Lots of fun and lots of parody. Just like the show, Hogs had 157 points. Best team of the week. Blew out John's Vikes, who only had 75. 81 point blowout. Now look at this. Hogs team had Philly defense had 35. And then they had McCaffrey 41, Jacobs 26, but he started Mike Evans, which should have been a good play. 0 fantasy points, and he still got 157. Still is the best team in the league. Sorry to hear that, John's Vikes, but it is what it is. Knuckle Draggers keeps rolling like he predicted. 150 points, beat Scott's Beach Wills 80 who only had 88 points. Matt, your team had Matt Ryan had 31. Amari Cooper had 28. Godwin had 24. Minor leaguer, he had 135. Destroyed my team, which I can't even remember what I had, but 83. Funk, you had 123 points. Beat Tatanka, your old mentor, 94 points. By the way, his name used to be I Missed the Show, but he's changed his name, hoping that his luck changes, but we'll see. Ed Disc Golf has now lost 2 in a row, and he's only gotten 77 points. So, but Purple People Eaters is on a 2-game winning streak, 121 points. Well done. Trade alert in this league. Forgot to get Stuart to do this deal, but Mr. Irrelevant, myself, play with minor leaguer lifer Mikey. He traded me Julio and Devontae Freeman, and I gave him Alshon Jeffrey and Gurley. Really tight game. I got 17 points out of the deal this week, and he got 20. So good luck to you, Mike. If we go to the standings, shall we? Knuckle Draggers, Matt, you're still kicking butt. You're 5-0, 5-game winning streak. Hogs is second with 4-1. Minor leaguer Funk and Ed, you guys at Disc Golf, you are 3-2. Purple People Eaters, by the way, Ed's on a 2-game losing streak. I don't know if I mentioned that. Purple People Eaters, myself, we're 2-3 on the 6 and 7 spot. And then battling for that last playoff spot is Beach Whales, Johns Vikes, and Tatanka at 1-4. So we're going to see how that all plays out, guys. This next week is rivalry week for the Vikings fans. They are battling each other. Purple People Eaters is going against Johns Vikes, 6 versus 9. Ruben, they're saying you're going to win that. The blowout of the week, actually there's 2 blowouts of the week according to Yahoo. Ed, your Disc Golf is in 5th place, and you're playing Knuckle Draggers, who's in 1st. And then I'm supposed to lose, I'm 7th and supposed to lose to Funk, who's 4th. And so we don't know, they don't know who's going to be the worst blowout. It's probably going to be me, but that's what they're saying. The friends matchup is Scott versus Mike. Beach Whales is 8th versus Minor League Lifer. Minor League Mikey, you are going to be predicted to win this one. And the nail biter of the week is actually Hogs, who's 2nd overall, versus number 10 Tatanka. And they're saying Hogs is going to win, and that Sean, you're going to lose again. Quick update, guys, on our leagues. One thing that I'm thinking about for next year is maybe we shouldn't have any kickers. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions on that, if you could let me know. Just thinking it's too random. A lot of fantasy football leagues just axe the kickers. So just something to think about and vote on. This is a massively long video, so sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some good laughs out of it. And good luck to all the teams this week. Peace.